Hey everybody, welcome back to the cabin. We got a cool project we're starting today, but Jen's over here hooting and hollering. She's got a little project of her own. I don't know, she shares a lot of stuff on Facebook with you guys, so maybe she's told you or showed you. So we gotta do this real quick before we get started.
Christy P from Ohio sent us a little happy mail a couple weeks ago. She sent Jay an auger, puppies some cookies, and me a butterfly house. I got monarchs in here, guys.
Look at them. You guys see them in there?
There's one right here too.
There's
look.
one there. There's one over there.
And there's like 4 of them under the leaves. Doing our part, guys.
Helping the monarch population.
Yeah.
We have a lot of this milkweed on our property and different areas down by the food plot. So that shows you right there that clearing and opening the forest floor up a little bit helps the wildlife, right?
Mm-hmm. We've had these for about 8 or 9 days now, and it says 9 to 14 days before they become cocoons, chalices. I don't know how to say that word right, so yeah. Chalices. So by the time you guys see this video, they'll probably be little chalices.
And I guess you were chatting with Jenna, right?
Yep, from Life in the Pines, and she's
an avid
she's
monarch
raised a bunch
raiser too.
So she's given me lots of tips, so it's exciting.
So
I want to do this a lot. I want to help the monarch population.
Yeah.
So I might get another batch
I
of
guess
these.
You said they went to the endangered list?
Yeah, they're on the endangered list.
Oh, that's crazy.
You can't clear, you're not supposed to clear away milkweed. Like, they're federally protected, so since they need milkweed to survive, you probably shouldn't clear that. So
yeah.
Don't clear it if you have it in your yard or anything.
Yeah,
it's very beneficial.
Leave it up. I used to pick it out of our garden, and Jen used to yell at me, and I guess now I'm not going to. I'm talking like a decade ago. So anyway, yeah, so that's Jen's little project. We have a cool project for you and for us over at the mini cabin. So let's head over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, fun time's over. Chatty McGee over here. Me, I'm talking about me.
Oh, okay. I was
so
gonna say.
my Chatty McGee moments are over, so it's time to get to work. So, in a video, a month ago or so, we asked you guys what project you thought we were going to start over here at the mini cabin.
I don't think anybody guessed right.
I was going to say, I don't think, we got so many answers that I was not expecting. I thought everybody would know, like, instantly. So, in that video, it was when we did this deck, right? Mm-hmm. We ran out of boards. And I don't know, we kind of talked about this project before.
We didn't have a good location where we wanted to put it before, so it kind of worked out well for here.
Yeah, sometimes not planning stuff works out okay. So we ran out of boards. We had an extra 4 foot of deck that we didn't have boards for. So we're like, hey, what can we do with this little area? And what are we going to do today?
We are going to put in an outdoor shower over here, guys.
We got all kinds of awesome guesses, guys. We appreciate your participation, but you were all wrong. It's okay. Now you just know what it feels like to be Jay.
We are going to do an outdoor kitchen somewhere. Many of you guessed that, but not over here. So far away from everything.
So, but this is going to be an outdoor shower. Ta-da!
Which would be nice and exciting.
Yeah. Without further ado...
The construction of this should be pretty semi-easy just until we get to plumbing and how we're going to run the shower and stuff, but...
Famous last words.
Oh, cut these in half.
Yeah.
Screw them down.
Famous last words.
Don't screw anything up. I'm going to have to find you another Red Wing shirt in a storage unit. That one's got holes all over.
I can never remember what I'm doing. You're always yapping about random crap. I'm trying to like, think about stuff, and you're talking about some other stuff, so I can never remember what the hell I'm doing.
Nope, tape measures here. I don't know what you were doing.
Trying to get all the drills. What are you doing?
Just waiting for you.
Exactly. So prep for the next step.
I am.
You're not. You're just standing there waiting for me to do everything for you.
Standing here, and I'm
There
ready
you
to
go.
cut these in half.
Go put those over there.
And ready to mark these and cut them in half, and
We'll do it then.
bada boom, bada bing.
Well, then do it. We're talking about it.
That's what I'm waiting for.
What are you waiting for? That's what I'm asking you.
I don't cut stuff, you cut stuff.
Yeah, but you can mark stuff. So, where did we get these boards?
Menards.
How much were they?
30, right?
$32. Was that after the 11%?
No, that was before.
I don't think it was.
I don't know.
So guys, we looked at cedar deck boards because they were cheaper. They said they were 1.25 inches, which is 5/4, and they were so thin. I don't know what was wrong with them. Like they were half as thick as these 2x6s. And 2x6s are 1.5 inches, so 1/4 inch. I mean, they were twice the thickness. So I don't know why they were. What was wrong with them? There was something wrong with them. Had to be. They were mismarked or in the wrong spot. They were not like regular deck boards. So anyway, so cedar is expensive. That's where I was trying to get with that. This was like $150 then?
Yeah.
Of just this. So I have a couple $100 into this shower stuff, but. So guys, today's video is sponsored by Renogy. We've been working with Renogy and using Renogy products for years. Renogy has a new deep cycle Core Mini 300 amp 12 volt battery. We're going to replace the old AGM Renogy battery that we've been using for close to 5 years. Now we're going to swap it out with this. You're going to be impressed with some of the features this thing has. Check that out, guys. We have the old Renogy AGM 100 amp hour 12 volt battery. Now we have a 12 volt Life PO4 battery. That's 3,840 watt hours of capacity in this battery alone. 55 pounds, 63 pounds. All right, guys, out with the old, in with the new. The Renogy Core Mini is built with grade A cells, 5,000 charge cycles. That gives it a 10-year lifespan, and you get a 5-year warranty with it from Renogy. And it has low temperature disconnect, so we don't have to worry about charging it when it gets below freezing. Renogy's been around for 14 years. They have over 800 plus employees, headquarters in California, and warehouses all around the globe. So if you need a new battery for your RV, boat, or your off-grid applications, check out the Renogy Core Mini batteries. They have a whole lineup of not only these, but all other solar components, so you could check those out at the links below in the first pinned comment. We love working with Renogy. They make good stuff. We appreciate them sponsoring this video and keeping us going here at Off Grid with Jay and Jen. So thanks, guys, for letting me tell you about it. Now let's get back to the video. Could have done a maple, but we didn't have a maple, so.
And we didn't want to cut maples down because Jay uses them for syrup. And they look really pretty in the fall. And
yeah, the only reason we did what we did with that was because that tree was broken half from the storm. So if you guys want to check out the storm video, check that out. Jen will put a link in the top corner. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy video. Alright, how are we going to do this?
it smells nice.
Yep.
The cedar does.
Let's hope this goes flawlessly.
There we go, guys. How exciting is that?
I know how, because these shorts don't have deep pockets.
That's why you need a tool belt.
I don't need a tool belt. I've never in my life. I'm not a carpenter. I don't do this for a living full time. I can work as slow as pace I want. I can walk back and forth as much as I want and complain about it.
I'm gonna buy you a tool belt then.
I have a tool belt. I have 2 of them in the shed. I never use them. I don't like them. My body's not built for belts, for tool belts. Ends up out at the end that we can trim it up if we need to.
Okay.
We're taking an inch or 2 off. Do that if we want.
There we go.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go, guys. We got the deck boards down. Let's get some posts in and measure that up and get the shower up.
Guys, you know, I was just telling Jay. I don't know which one of you it is that comments all the time. If it's you, comment now.
You know who you are.
This is going to be bigger than our indoor shower.
It's not going to be much bigger because I made sure I made the indoor shower, like, most of them are 32 by 32 or 36 by 36. I think ours is 36 by 44. So that's like half of our bathroom. I made it that way so you could like bend down and clean your legs and feet, and Jenny could shave, and mostly I could move around, but...
So what, like...
In a little bit. Covering those screws.
Alright, Jay marked where all these are going to go for the post. Now we're going to get the posts out, cut them in half, drill them out, just put the screws in them. And now I'm second guessing if I want to do the cedar panels all the way around, or if we want to do corrugated metal and then the cedar panels like on the top and the bottom, so you're not like, the metal's not exposed. You know, you're not cutting yourself. I don't know. Big decisions, but that's okay. Right?
Yep.
It's part of...
What you want is more important than getting it done today.
I don't know. I don't know, guys.
There's always tomorrow, and if there's not always tomorrow, then it don't matter anyway. If you're not here tomorrow, it don't matter anyway.
I messaged somebody on Facebook, so we'll see if they respond in a timely manner. And
we'll be going for a road trip tonight.
yeah, maybe we'll go get some metal. If they don't respond in a timely manner, then maybe we'll just do wood.
They look pretty good, but looks can be deceiving.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm way cooler than I look, is that what you're trying to say? There you go. This will still throw one of these on there. And this one doesn't have a board underneath it, so
It gets a different screw.
here we go.
Oh!
Those look nice though.
Yeah?
Here you go, hot shot. Ta-da! You know what I just thought we forgot? I was gonna take a bag of this pea gravel or two and put it underneath the deck, so it didn't. So the shower didn't erode away the sand and dirt. But we can get underneath there and shove some dirt. I was gonna dig it out a little bit and put a couple bags of pea gravel underneath here so the water doesn't erode underneath the deck. But I think it'll be fine. We're not showering here every day, right?
Right.
So I was gonna dig that out and put a little berm here, and we'll dig that out. We can reach up in there with the shovel and dig it out a little bit, and then put some throw a couple bags of pea gravel in there. So there we go. We got 4 posts. Now we just got to figure out what we're doing. That looks like a nice size shower.
I think we should do the metal.
Okay. You want to go get the metal today?
Yeah, maybe. I'll show you where it's at. You can see if it's worth.
Is it on the other side of the world? How far away is it?
I'll show you after work. Just sit down.
All right, guys, break time. We've been working for a couple hours. Time for a break. Good morning, guys. Or wait, are we just acting like this is the same day?
It's day 2, even though we're in the same clothes. Yesterday we got the posts up, and then we need to go get material.
Yep. And what did Jenny find? What did Miss Jen find on Marketplace?
I found some cool, super weathered, corrugated metal roofing. It's like super weathered. It looks really cool. Super rusty.
So rather than sit here and debate and debacle and banter back and forth about what we're going to do on the video, we did it before we started. So you guys are lucky. You get to see us just smack stuff up and get this started.
Yep.
And then you get to see the finished product, for the most part, at the end of this video.
Yep.
So let's get rolling, right?
Won't be a working shower yet. We gotta do.
It'll be like 8 to 15 more videos about this.
Pumps and
Yeah.
all that. Jay's got to figure that all out.
Yeah. So shower heads and all the fancy stuff. But we'll try to get the thing surrounded and trimmed out today so it looks nice and you guys can see what we're thinking and what we're doing. So let's get rolling.
And so it's very cool and weathered. We're going to keep it horizontal like this. And I'm going to double stack it here. 1 and 2. And the bottom will be more open. Jay's worried about the dogs coming in, peeking their head in while he's taking a shower, but I think he's way overthinking stuff. He's worried about people watching him shower here in the woods.
What if the paparazzi show up and they're out in the woods trying to get pictures of us to sell on the internet?
Well, they'll just look through our cabin windows.
Yeah, well, I don't want to give them the whole goods, and outside in nature really get me in trouble.
Oh, Lord. So.
I think I'm going to go with this until it doesn't work. So let me get the first cut here.
How's that work?
Works pretty good. It's a little loud, but it's better than...
Yeah, it is a little loud.
Louder than the tin snips. I want to try it both ways, though.
He already has a hard enough time hearing me, listening to me, so I can't let his hearing go anymore.
I'm trying to go deaf. Any of you guys have memories of when you were a kid and your grandparents would bicker at each other and they'd turn their hearing aids off? I can't wait for that day.
You already don't listen to anything I say.
It's easier if you curl the metal up this way. This works pretty good.
Pretty good and quick.
A little louder, but ready? There we go. First piece of metal. There's a little pinhole right there. Someone could peep in on me.
No one's gonna peep in on you. Well, this is the idea, guys. We're gonna double stack them.
One there, and we'll trim it out with the cedar, right?
Yeah, are you gonna go a little lower, right?
Yeah, I'm just holding it up for view. You're happy with that, right?
Yeah.
We gotta put the top one up first. We gotta get the screws and all that. I'm just holding it up, making sure before I cut more than one.
I don't know if I want it that high. Can we go a little lower?
Yeah, go as low as you want.
How much?
Go stand in there and see what you think. And go look. You want to be able to see?
Kind of.
I guess just see my head. And nobody's 7 foot tall here. It makes it a little bit lower too. And we can overlayer it a little bit.
Yeah, I think we should do that and overlay it a little bit more because I still want a gap at the bottom too.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Oh no, I might see your ankles.
Yeah, it's a lot lower than it was because I was gonna put it up to here.
It looks better being able to see out it.
Okay, sounds good. We could probably just run a shower head. I mean, we could put a shower head up here if you wanted. I could wash my half mohawk that everybody's so concerned about. Oh, my mohawk needs to be clean.
He's literally had the same haircut, guys, for 15 years, so I don't know. Maybe you just missed him getting haircuts.
They just caught me on the day it got buzzed.
I don't know.
So normally they don't see it for like a few days after it's cut, so it looks a little more normal. But when you go to the barber, rather than like super cuts, they like really hack you really good.
Then he doesn't have to get a haircut every
they like
2
shave
weeks.
your neck and buzz you down to like a 0 and a 1 or a half, you know. So, but you know, I've been made fun of since I was like 8, so it's okay. Jed too, like goofy hair or goofy teeth, I mean, and different stuff like goofy glasses. So we're all used to being made fun of, so it's okay. That's probably why we're so cool now, because we adjusted so well.
All right, let's
Get something done.
get some more metal on here.
I mean, we need water over here like everything else, but... There we go. Heidi ho, neighborito. What else does he say? That's what he says.
I don't know.
That's Wilson's.
He offers Tim all this great wisdom.
Yeah. We should probably switch sides then.
You're in the best spot for Tim. You do questionable things
I can.
just like him.
I get stuff done, but I could use a little guidance.
Uh-huh.
That looks really cool. It's way cooler than cedar.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go, guys. All trimmed out with cedar posts or cedar panels.
Yeah, what do you think? How does it look like this, guys? Yay, nay? Nothing stuck up here yet. We're
Gonna stare at it for a few days.
So these are just cedar fence posts.
Panels.
Yeah, cedar fence panels. And we could just put them over the standard posts that we have and kind of create some more rustic look. I don't know. We're going to look at it for a few days before we rush into this because...
It just gives it a finished look.
Yeah. I kind of like it, but I kind of like it the way it is too. So I just need to think about it for a few days. What do you think? This is going to be the doorway here, right?
Yep.
And what should we do? Curtain, single door, double doors. What do you think? Drop your suggestions.
Yeah.
We like to hear them, and
We appreciate you guys hanging out with us while we did this project.
tell us what you think of the shower. Are you excited for this?
It should be a pretty functional thing. That way when I get really grummy and dirty and stinky from working on projects on these nice hot days in the summer, Jenny doesn't have to have me come in and ruin her nice shower in the cabin.
It'll be fun to take some showers out here when it's colors are changing and stuff too, and
Yeah.
it will look pretty.
Yeah, so pretty cool. And we need water in the cabin anyway, so it'll be like a multi-function thing. We'll do it all at once. So
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps us a ton, and let us know your suggestions here.
best wishes, everybody.
Bye.